I was in my biblical training as a pastor, learning that many of the theologies I grew up with, like the rapture, the Trinity, and inerrancy, weren't even in the Bible. I think, what else have they lied to me about? Hi everyone, I'm Unconventional Pastor Paul, and I've been on these platforms for quite some time, and maybe some of you are just now getting to know me. I'm a survivor of the trauma and terror of growing up in an evangelical household. The idea of a rapture where Jesus will leave you behind if you're doing something human when he shows up. While we were being told sex and masturbation and anything that made you feel good was bad, I remember as a child saying, wow, those evil people out there, they sure do seem to love people more than we do, but I know God doesn't want us to love people. And they sure seem to be a lot happier than we are, but I know that God doesn't want us to be happy. But one day, they'll be in hell, and we'll be in heaven, and we'll be happy, and they won't. But even though I believed that for many years of my life, none of it ever really seemed to make sense. Like the rapture, the Trinity, and inerrancy weren't even in there. And that was the string in the sweater I began to pull out, and it all began to unravel. And as I saw the church get itself married to a very extremist movement, I thought something is wrong here. But through this recognition of our theological dissonance, I still thought, yeah, but we do so much good. It's worth it to hang in there. Then President Obama was elected, and I said, not only is something wrong here, but we seem pretty darn racist. Then came Donald Trump. And it became clear to me that a politically prostituted right-wing Christianity wasn't good at all. It was time for me to stand up and speak out. So now I go online and say really radical things like, you're valuable because you're human, that the salvation, the Greek word sozo, of Jesus wasn't about saying a magic prayer and joining a club. It was about a renewal of one's identity and spirit, and that the religious right is religiously wrong. Something new is happening. We're pursuing a renewed mind that opens our eyes to see and our ears to hear and hearts to understand, to be set free from captivity as Jesus promised. And I'm finding the richest spirituality of my life because I'm no longer begging some guy out there in the cosmos to hopefully do something good for me today. This link to the true love and divinity of heaven is helping me to love my neighbor as I learn to love myself. And I hope you'll be on this journey with me. Like, follow, share, go to my website as we pursue emotional and spiritual well-being together.